Hey everyone, my name is Taser. Today I'm going to be doing some more jailbreak myth busting because it's a new update. So in this new update there's maybe some fixes, and I don't know exactly if like any of the myths here might have been affected by it or not, but the only way to find out is to test them out. So the first myth here is by Stephanos Panagis. You go faster with a SWAT shield equipped on a parachute. So I have a SWAT shield here and I have a helicopter that's going to jump out and equip the SWAT shield, and you do in fact fall to the earth faster. So I'm going to try this again just to make sure that that wasn't just some like glitch or something that might have happened in that one particular case. So I'm going to fly all the way up here. This is a parachute on normal, and this is a parachute to SWAT shield, and yeah, that makes a big difference. So this myth is true. You do fall faster with the SWAT shield equipped on a parachute. The next myth is by Harold Espinoza. Can the helicopter fit into the tunnel that's near the prison? And by the tunnel that's near the prison, I'm going to assume not the blocked one, but the one that connects the suburbs to the prison through this hilly area. So I'm going to fly over there in the helicopter, and we're going to go inside and see if this helicopter will fit all the way through this tunnel. So I'm over here at this area right here. Let's see if this helicopter will go through the tunnel. And looks like so far it's working perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever. The myth is true. You can fit a helicopter through this tunnel at the prison. And the next myth here is by Titan XD. Can you remove the SWAT clothes at the criminal base? So I'm going to have to do a quick outfit change since I am currently wearing the SWAT clothes right now. So I'm going to go switch out my outfit, and then we're going to see if this myth is true. So I'm back here inside the police station with a change of outfit. I'm going to turn on the SWAT clothes. I know from last time the hats are likely not going to be affected, but I'm going to put them on and have all my weapons and stuff. I'm going to come down here and use this helicopter and see whether or not the removed prisoner suit in the criminal base will change our outfit at all. So we're over here inside the criminal base right now. I'm going to come over here to the area where you take off your clothes. So it's been known to work with police suits and prisoner suits. Not sure about SWAT, so we click that, and same thing with the police suit. The hat stays on, but like all your shirts and pants revert to the one that's on your Roblox avatar. So this myth is true. You can remove SWAT clothes at the criminal base. And the next myth here is by Gaming with Jay. Can the monster truck fit where the Lambo spawns in at the base? So in order to do this, I'm going to have to become a prisoner, because if I'm a cop, the bars will not let me in. So we're going to fly all the way back to the prison, switch teams, and see if we can fit a monster truck into the area near the ramp where the Lamborghini is in the second criminal base. So I'm over here now at the monster truck dealership. We're going to come down here and get ourselves a monster truck. So here's the monster truck. I'm going to upgrade it because he never said if we could or not. That way I can like change the suspension if necessary. I'm assuming that this normal suspension should be able to make it. So we're going to come over here into this area over here that's not the ramp. I'm going to come in this area with the bars. And because I'm a criminal, it should let me in here. And now we can just come over here and see if we can fit through here. There's a light right now that's currently blocking me. Let's see if we can get out of... Oh, whoa. Where am I? What is this? Let's get back in the passenger seat. Let's get into the driver's seat. And let's try to fit inside this area. So it definitely looks like we are fitting right now, but this bar over here is blocking us. So I'm going to change my suspension to low. And at low suspension setting, we can make it through all the way. So this myth is true. You can fit a monster truck into the Lamborghini area from the criminal base. So this next myth over here is by Willie Tambit 2. Can you crouch and drive the convertible at the same time? So I'm going to crouch, and we're going to see if I can crouch. And it looks like I cannot crouch. I'm driving right now, so I'm crouched. And as soon as I enter, I cannot crouch. So crouching and driving the convertible at the same time is not possible. This myth is false. You cannot do this. This next myth is by Peter Griffin. You can fit a Lambo in the donut shop and you can rob it while inside the car. So I'm going to grab myself a Lamborghini. We're going to head over to Bad CC store, and we're going to see if we can rob Bad CC while still sitting in the Lambo. So Obviously, under a normal circumstance, I would never touch this car over here that will spawn. It takes forever to spawn as well. So because I'm gonna have to use this sort of myth, I'm gonna have to use this car. So we're gonna head over to the donut store and see if we can rob Mr. Bad CC while sitting in this car. So I'm over here at the donut store. We're gonna get this car lined up right here. And so for some reason that door opened up. I don't know exactly why. We're gonna get ourselves lined up with the store and then get ready to just drive inside and rob Mr. Bad CC. Let's get in here. And now we're touching the door. We can get in. And we drove all the way in here. And in order to rob, the E-circles are doing something really funny. So in order to rob him, we have to get, like, so whenever I go in the car, I don't know how to explain this, but whenever I press and hold E, it just kicks me out of the car and the E-circle switches to enter driver. So no, it is not possible to rob Mr. Bad CC while sitting in your Lamborghini. This next myth is by a Dan YT. Can you get the motorcycle in the fire station? So I'm gonna go get myself a motorcycle. First, I'm gonna get this Lambo out of Mr. Bad CC store. We're gonna get ourselves a motorcycle and go to the fire station. So I'm here at the fire station. Let's see if the motorcycle will fit. So with our player on top, it looks like it's getting stuck. Gonna change our suspension to low and see what happens. Still, our head is a bit too big. If only I had a headless head, I might have been able to make it in here. But right now, looks like it's not possible. I'm gonna get myself a Ferrari and then see if I can squeeze this thing inside. Or I can just try like pushing it via crouch or something. I don't know. Because people say you can push the vehicle with crouch. But I'm gonna just try ramming it in here again. So I'm gonna say that the wheel is, it's kind of like in the door. Let's try this one more time in here. Wow. Okay, so somehow I managed to make this car fit inside. So the motorcycle, it is possible to make it in here, the fire station, with a motorcycle. So this myth is true. Might be a little glitchy, but it is working. This next myth is by a Simple Kai. Let me think, can the Ferrari enter the jewelry store or the bank with low suspension? So I'm going to test it out. I'm going to classify this as two separate myths. One of them will be Ferrari in jewelry store and the other one will be Ferrari in bank. So I'm in a Ferrari now. We're going to first go to the jewelry store and see if this thing will fit into the area inside there. The area that's cut by the laser whenever you trigger the laser itself. So we're going to come over here. I believe this one over here or that one. I think this one will be the one that will fit more. Because even though that they're both being like blocks. So I guess I'll open up this door and see if the Ferrari will fit. So it looks like the stock Ferrari is not fitting. We're going to set it to low suspension. And even on low suspension, we're going to have to really push this thing. And it looks like it's still not wanting to fit. Just come out here, push this in here. Maybe get a helicopter and like use some airlifting or something. So we're going to get this helicopter. We're going to see if we can just ram this Ferrari into the jewelry store or something like that. And somehow, against all laws of physics, this Ferrari is inside the jewelry store. I do not know how I got in here, but this Ferrari is now inside the store. So part one of this myth is true. Ferrari can fit into jewelry store with low suspension. Now for the next part, we're going to have to fit the Ferrari into the bank. So in the Ferrari now, we're going to head over to the bank, start a robbery, and see if this vehicle will fit inside. So there's two tests when it comes to the bank. The outer doors and then the metal steel door. Because clearly the auxiliary entrance, the one on the side, which is more often like used as an exit instead of an entrance. That one, the door is clearly too small for any vehicle to fit through other than the motorcycle. So we're going to have to fit it through these doors over here. Come on, Ferrari. Are you seriously a bit fat? Can you make it in here, Ferrari? Come on. This Ferrari is too fat. So it looks like Ferrari is a bit too fat, just like the Bugatti. And it cannot make it in here to the bank. So this myth is false. You cannot make it into the bank with a Ferrari. So this next myth is by a JB Del Rocio 3D. Does the shield protect you from a taser? So I'm gonna have to become a police officer real quick and get myself some SWAT shield and other SWAT weapons first. So this helicopter so far it's still stuck. We're gonna get into our vehicle and become a police officer. So got ourselves a SWAT weapon. We're gonna have to go to the prison in order to transfer it into the storage cubbies underneath the bed, and then we can become a criminal or prisoner and get the weapon, the SWAT shield, and then protect us against tasers, hopefully. I guess we can just put it in like this one and right in front of the stairs. It's the easiest one to get to. So let's just put our shield in here, and then we can come in here, become a prisoner real quick. So switch team and become a prisoner, and then we can come over here, pick up our shield, and see if we can get tasered by police officers. So here's a police officer. I'm gonna just become guilty real quick by pickpocketing him. So here we go. Here's a pickpocket. There's that thing, a shield. So first we're gonna do a taser test without the SWAT shield, and if everything goes right, yep, we do fall, and that's what happens. So let's see if the SWAT shield makes any difference whatsoever. Now the taser's reloaded. We're gonna shoot it at the SWAT shield, and looks like the SWAT shield does not protect you from tasers, and I don't think it protects you from handcuffs either. So this myth is false. You can still get tasered even though you have a SWAT shield open. This next myth over here is by Clarence Song. You can get money from jewelry store, then without going to the criminal base, you can go to the bank and get more money. So we're gonna have to put this to the test to see if we can stack robberies together. I'm just gonna get myself some weapons, even though I really don't need to, just in case some random camping cop might sneak into the server. So we're gonna come up here, get ourselves a helicopter, and then go to the jewelry store, rob that, and then the bank, and then see if the money from the jewelry store will carry over into a bank robbery. So over here, we're in the jewelry store. We're gonna start a robbery here. Just gonna get 5,000 cash and then make it out of the entire thing. And then we're gonna go over to the bank and rob the bank, get 3,000 cash, and see whether or not this money will stay. So here we go, we have 5,000 cash. We're gonna come up here through this area up here. So we're gonna wait for this camera to pass. This first camera is like the easiest one. Then we're gonna go through these, and this one as well. We're gonna have to probably heal a little bit, or I could possibly just do a team switch to become a prisoner again. And I do still keep my money from switching team. So now we're gonna go back to the police officer, pickpocket him, and see if we can go rob the bank without losing our jewelry store money. So now we are at the bank, and we do have our money from the jewelry store. So we're gonna come in here, go rob the bank, and see if the money from the jewelry store will stay. And here we go. We're gonna go inside the bank, and looks like this GUI just overrided the jewelry store one. So I'm not sure whether or not the jewelry one might still be there or not. The only way to find out is to put it to the test. So we're gonna get ourselves 3,000 cash from the bank robbery, and then we're gonna head over to a criminal base and see if we still get 5,000 cash. And there's 3,000 cash, and now we're gonna come in here through these lasers and make it out of the bank. And we're gonna go to a criminal base and see if we get our money from the jewelry store. So right here, we are out of the bank. It looks like the jewelry store money GUI is disappeared, so you can only rob one store at a time. So after robbing the jewelry store, you do have to make it to a criminal base in order to collect the money. So myth is false. You should probably not rob two stores back to back, because you will lose 5,000 or 6,000 cash depending on what game passes you have. The last myth for this video will be by the Real Smudger. Can you fit a heli into the car garage? So the first car garage we're going to test is the one over here. There's another one over there by the monster truck dealership. So this one right here, we're going to get a helicopter and see if we can fit inside this area. And so far, it does not look like we are going to be able to fit, because this area is a bit too low on the garage and the heli's a bit too high. So now we're going to go to the one in the suburb area near the monster truck dealership and see if that one will work. So this one, clearly, as you can see, the opening is a bit bigger. So here we go. We managed to fit a heli in here, although it is a little bit glitchy. Now we can exit the garage. And come on, heli, can you make it out of the garage? Come on, helicopter. It looks like we are able to make it out, and we do have a parachute in this heli. I don't know exactly. Okay. Did we just break the parachute? I don't think so, but that was really strange. So this myth is true. You can fit a helicopter into the vehicle spot, like the land vehicle, cars, motorcycles. That area, you can fit a helicopter into the spots designed for land vehicles. So this will wrap it up for the this episode of Mythbusters. If you guys enjoyed it, some jailbreak myth busting, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, leave your myths for next time's myths. These myths over here are all from the suggestions and on my last video. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.